and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, the Washington Nationals decided they didn't really need Jason all that bad. 26 and a third innings of scoreless baseball. That's just not really doing it for him, I guess. So they decided to just huck him on down the road to the highest bidder, and in this case, the highest bidder was the Boston Red Sox. So Jason is now in the American League. He has played his first game at Houston. He gave up 4 runs in 6 innings, which was not a quality start, but we still won the game on account of the Boston bats have been ludicrous. 8-7, 12-1, 7-4, 7-4. Man, these guys are bringing it to the plate. So let's carry on. Hope that carries on. And we swept the Astros too, which is important because we're in the middle of a real tight wild card race, so we can't be giving up any ground to these guys, if at all possible. So we've got to be smart, and we got to be tough, tenacious, vicious animals. Got to continue to get after them, drive them for us.
Good job.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Sure, I'll work on my pitches. Won't bother you guys with it, but I'm going to do this in the background, so see you in a bit. Jason getting after that with that fastball of his and that curveball. Way to go. Hey, I won't say no to Hanley Ramirez, even if he's no longer on the Boston Red Sox. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay, it looks like it's going to be another game, Jason's home debut in Fenway Park against the Baltimore Orioles. Now, Jason has only played the Orioles one time before, and he got kind of blown up by them. He pitched a grand total of 5 innings, allowed 4 total runs, 2 earned, and a home run in only 5 innings of work, and collected 5 strikeouts. So, let's hope he gets a little bit better results this time, and hope that the high run-scoring environment he was in last time at Minute Maid Park was just a fluke. So let's get out there and get it.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Jason Parham is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Stepping in, Kevin Lane, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
I'm thinking Kevin Lane is another regenerated player.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 3 here on a Friday
Didn't
night.
ambush me on that one. That's fine.
There for strike 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic.
There's another swing and a miss.
So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And a fastball.
There's a 3 swing and a miss. 3 pitch strikeout. Have a seat and get comfortable.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Whit Merrifield next to hit.
Batting second, third baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Gotta say, Whit Merrifield, Hall of Famer based on the name alone.
First pitch
That
of
is a
the
plus
at-bat.
baseball name.
And he gets the call
Ooh.
that time for strike number 1. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Rounded down the third baseline.
Okay, that's
This'll
foul.
wind up
That's
a
fine.
Foul ball, strike 2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And
Not
there's
quite.
a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
No, I don't think so.
And he'll try to entice him with
Now
the
you
changeup
might have
here,
bought
but it
yourself a
dips below
fastball.
the knees. It's 2-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints
Ooh.
by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan,
Served
Earl's
one
got a
up
great
for him, and he
track
still
record in
didn't
this
get it.
sport. He's pretty consistent.
But he
and
was late on
overall,
it,
he's
so-
been a fair umpire.
The 2-2
Try a
one more
fastball
time.
high and inside.
Popped him up.
Nice little pop-up.
Swihart
Nothing
is
to
under
fear.
it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding forward now is the DH, Trey Mancini, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ooh,
And there's a line drive base hit to left.
there's
field.
your ambush tactics.
So
Trey
2
Mancini,
away.
first
Justin Upton
pitch,
will bat next.
single to left
Hey,
field.
there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Justin Upton now. And if
Yeah,
take
you
a
know,
look
he
at the
only has
splits
20
here,
home
he's
runs
actually
against
better
right-handed
against
pitchers on the
right-handed
season. You know,
pitching
nothing
this season.
big. Sheesh. It looks like this guy's got a pretty good launch angle, too, so maybe let's take him high.
First pitch on its way to Upton.
There's a swing and a
Swung on
miss.
and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
Okay, now what? Circle change? Okay. There's a swing and a miss.
That ends the inning.
Not bad.
1 left for the Orioles. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So coming to the plate, Derek Dietrich, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
And no runs across in the first. That's fine.
Here comes the first pitch.
There's a swing and a
Fastball that he's
miss.
Way out in front of a swing and a miss.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Ooh,
He's through first.
nice
and
little
hustling
ground
for
rule
second.
double there.
And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
In now, Tim Beckham, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season.
These Orioles are also in the
The swing just got to try and straighten that one out.
cranked that one. Yeah, these Orioles are also in the chase for the wild card spot. So let's not do him any favors today, huh, Jay?
2-1. Dietrich stands at second with no outs.
2-1. Well, my general policy is change-ups in those counts. So that's fine. Now we're 2-2.
Let it fly right here.
The 2-2. Find the ball. The fastball is this
Little
is
never
up
over
the
to
first
first.
baseline.
Not
And
bad.
Take it to the bag himself for the out.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need
Oh
to
my
take
God,
into consideration
Giro.
is his
We know
ability
all
to
about
play
your
that
crush on
position
DJ LeMahieu.
at 6'4",
Good God.
6'5" with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
He's set. Here it comes.
There's a swing and a miss.
One around
Knee
the
buckler.
shins with no luck. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now we'll
Keep
step
him
off.
honest over there on second.
Hey, come on now, guys. Let's hold him. Hey, come on now. One time. Right here.
I still
And
don't like
step
that
off.
pitch call.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
This one's down to third.
There's another bouncer over
Mondesi
to
scoops it
third
up,
base, and
and that's the
Mr.
second
Raul
out.
Mondesi gets me 2 outs.
So here is Avisayo Garcia. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. First delivery to him on the way.
Avi Garcia
That one
off of
swung on and missed,
the
0-1.
Chicago White Sox.
Don't hold him right here. Let's go.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Took a
Takes look at
changeup.
changeup
All
there,
right.
and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
High inside fastball, perhaps.
The 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center.
Little pop up.
Benintendi is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second.
Hold him down,
No
man.
score.
Let's keep it rolling. Get some runs across.
Digging in, Chance Cisco, and he'll start out their half of the
No,
third.
not so
Top of
much,
the
huh?
order to follow.
Okay.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Hit down the third base line.
Okay. Raul Mondesi over at third.
Throw to first
Gets him.
in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division.
Well, it's going to be tough to win the division at this point, but we are 3 games ahead of the Orioles
Now at the
in
plate, Kevin
the
Wayne. He'll look to bounce
wild
back
card
after
race, and I
striking
think
out
they're
last
second place
time up.
even. So just have to make do with what we got.
Pitch on the way. Grounded to short. Backhanded.
Over there to Marcus
Throw on to
Semien
first,
at short,
2
and that's 2 outs.
Now batting, Whit Merrifield. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Okay, you were late on the fastball. That's fine.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside
That's not so
corner,
fine,
it's
Jay.
knotted up at 1-1.
Try it again.
Hey, your pitch.
Line to the right side. And that finds some
Well,
outfield
it'll get
grass.
down
It's a
for a
base
hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Up next for the Orioles.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Come on now.
The 0-1 pitch. Takes a pitch.
Ooh,
for strike
man,
number
Jay,
2.
that one was
Mancini
just dirty.
swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And in the air toward the gap
Okay, we're
in
good.
right center.
Mr.
Romero is gonna have
Randall
room out
Romero
there
gets
as he
under
puts
it,
this
and
away
we
to
are out of
retire
here.
the side. One left for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Come on, guys, get some runs across. What the heck?
Ready now, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A ball and a
Kevin
strike.
Gossman is throwing for the Orioles today, and he's doing a pretty good job, I got to say.
Hit high and deep.
Ooh,
Carrying
I
towards
think that's
the
okay.
corner. But this
My
is going to wind
gosh.
up a foul ball.
All right, let's pop some showtime, get this slider outside part of the zone, see if I can't get him to swing and miss.
And a
Yes,
good
I
bite to
can.
that slider as he
Get outta
swings
here.
through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Hot shot down the
Ooh,
line.
right
A dive,
past
but it's by him down the line.
Mondesi over at third. That's a one-out single.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
That's some good range in left from Benintendi, though, that saved it from being a double.
The batter, number 1.
Got to tip the cap.
Tim Beckham.
Into the box now, Tim Beckham. He swings. And
Oh,
grounds
double
it to
play
short.
ball, though.
LeMahieu. Relay to first in time.
What are you gonna
Just
do?
like that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Now in the box, Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
And still nothing across.
First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Played on the
Come on.
backhand. And a heck of an
No.
effort that time, but the throw's too late.
Not
That'll
enough
certainly be
mustard
scored
on
an
it.
Infield single to lead off the inning.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Yeah, it wasn't the best
Starting
pitch I've
with a
ever
breaking
thrown,
ball.
though.
Too low
So
that time. It's ball 1.
can't really be too mad about it, except for the fact that I need to throw better.
Here we go.
1-0 pitch on the way. High in the air
Ooh.
down the right field line. And foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he
Ooh.
misses 2-1.
Almost got you swinging at that one. But you were early on it. So, curveball perhaps? Yes.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 2-2 is swung
Swing
on
and a
missed. He got him
miss.
on
Get
strike.
off my plate.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
I think we should all note that Jason's got his fastball up to 94 miles an hour, which is way faster than I think any of us were expecting him to get.
And that'll
Remember,
bring
he
up
was supposed to be a
catcher
control
Chance
pitcher.
Sisco. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line.
Oh,
and right.
golly.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this
I
will
wish
find
these
the
guys
wall
would stop
down there
doing
near
that.
Pesky's pole.
And that's going to be the first run of the
They're
game.
not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And that's going to be a
Yeah, you wanna
triple.
applaud the effort
My
as he
gosh.
sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
Man, he really got hold. I mean, it's tough to say. That probably shouldn't have been a triple.
Into the box, Kevin Lane. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in
But
there on
baseball's
the outer
not
half.
fair,
It's strike
so.
1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this
Ooh,
catches the zone
speaking
as
of
well.
baseball
It's
not being
0-2
fair,
now.
Blue,
This
what are
is
you
where, as a
doing?
batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above,
Crap.
you got to swing.
In
That
there,
one I got no
base hit,
excuse
and
for.
that ought to get the run in from third. Digging in and looking for more.
These guys got some pretty good bats.
For him so far. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Comes set and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Lane stands at first with 1 out.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal in the state of Massachusetts.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here we go.
Struck him out.
All right, well, that's a strikeout.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Designated hitter.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
Okay, well, you took that one. That's fine, I guess.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw.
Nope, never gonna
Well
happen.
behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Now the 2-1.
Ooh, swing and a
For
miss.
strike number
My
2.
golly.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed.
All right, well, I think you're set up nicely for the slider down and away.
The slider freezes
You
in at
betcha.
the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close.
Who cares about a
So
stolen
it's 2
base?
runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last
Come on,
half
guys,
of the
wake
fifth
up the
coming
bats.
up.
Let's go.
It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's Justin Upton now. He leads things off here in what's now
All
a
right,
fairly
there we
close
go.
ballgame.
Things not looking
and all
very
it took
good
is
so
for
far
us to
in
get
this one,
punched
but
in
we're
the
still
mouth.
middle
That's
innings.
all.
They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed
Well, that's a runner on first to start the inning. That's not good.
Fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel. Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Ready for another shot now. Derek Dietrich. He singled his last time up.
Derek Dietrich.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
There's a swing and a miss.
Chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
In there, and he's
Okay,
ahead
that's
0-2
0-2. What do you think? You feeling aggressive? I think I'm feeling aggressive. I'm going to go actually outside of the zone with this slider and hope he swings at it.
That misses. 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And
There's a swing and a miss.
And missed for the first down.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
You got to remember, it's not a straight changeup that Jason throws. It's a circle change. It's got a little bit of arm side movement, so it'll go left to right from Jason's perspective, and that means that it'll cut away from those left-handed batters.
Standing in now, Tim Beckham. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
See it, drive it like you can.
A ball and a strike. Upton.
You got it, Jay. You got it.
With 1 out.
You were late on that one, so I think another fastball's in order.
Let it fly right here. Let it fly.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
The 2-1 home to Beckham.
Okay.
Pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
And he was early on that one, so I think now is the time to drop a curveball in here somewhere. Matter of fact, I'll use some showtime and get it down and inside.
Sharp ground ball to third.
And that's my double play ball.
The second for 1.
You betcha.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And here's a fastball.
And I know I've ragged on the American League before, but there is this to be said for the designated hitter rule. If your pitcher is pitching well, you don't have to choose between giving up your best pitcher, your starter, and having a weak bat in the or having a strong bat in the lineup. So that allows Jason to focus on what he's best at,
Fouled off.
and that allows the team to still have a strong bat in the lineup. In this case, it's J.D. Martinez, who has only been a Silver Slugger for like the last 2 or 3 years. You know, just kind of doing his job.
Chopped weakly to the
A little
left.
bouncer over to short.
Semien is
Should
up
be
with
fine.
it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man
Nice.
is gone here to start inning number 7. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Avisail Garcia. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the pitch.
There's
for
another
Garcia.
reason this move to the AL might be interesting for us,
Semien is there
and it
for
has to do with the fact
down.
that the competition in pitchers in the AL is not nearly so strong. So There's some whispers about votes on the Cy Young balloting for Jason today. So let's find out if he can make it happen.
First offering on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Man, this ump is in my corner tonight.
Error thus far for Baltimore. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, come on now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field.
Oh, and we're fine with Jackie Bradley Jr. out there in center to take it in. That's 7 strong innings. So maybe he's done for the night, or maybe they'll let him go a little longer. Let's find out.
Tyler Thornburg.
Now they're going to send their setup man out there in the 8th. So that's not bad. That's a quality start for Jay. I knew he had it in him. Okay, so Red Sox had a pretty sizable lead when Jason left, so let's find out if they can hang on to it. Survey says...
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Jason bounced back from a slightly rough performance last time out to post 7 strong innings, allowing 2 runs on 8 hits, including a chance Cisco triple that really shouldn't have been a triple. But what are you going to do? Jason goes to 13-6 on the season. He goes to 22-26 on his career. His ERA is at 2.54. His FIP is at 2.43, and his xFIP is at 3.29. Excuse me, 3.25. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.